Welcome to the Real Estate 401k Show. Here are your hosts, Ryan Gertis, Mike Weinstein, and Justin Frederick, helping you build a legacy of wealth through real estate. Powered by the Recon Group at West USA and the Frederick team with Fairway Mortgage. NMLS number 625918.
Well, welcome back to the Real Estate 401k Show with your host, Ryan Gertis, Justin Frederick, and I'm, of course, Mike Weinstein. Ryan and I are your resident real estate wealth managers, and Justin is our resident mortgage expert. I know that because of the feedback we get from the show, I know that we have a lot of real estate agents and professionals from around the country that listen to this podcast. And so we wanted to designate a segment to talk to agents who, well, I'm just going to call it what it is. They're struggling. They've not been able to adapt to the real estate market. They have a somewhat of a general sphere of influence. Maybe they do have some past clients, but they are up against a very, very tough decision with board dues, MLS dues, and things like that they just can't afford, not sure if they want to make the investment, and are strongly considering, if they haven't already, getting a different type of job. The worst thing that I think a real estate agent can do, it is the worst thing, is simply letting your license go.
So we talk to agents all over the United States, and one of the questions we consistently ask them is, what does the exit game look like? And so for some people, it's voluntary. Some people, it's involuntary. And so what we're talking about right now is the people that it's pretty much involuntary. They're getting financially suffocated, or maybe they just hate the business. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of time, and there's a lot of thankless work that goes into it. We only eat what we kill, right? For the most part. And so we could go work, 80, 150 hours on something and then get compensated absolutely zero on it. I mean, there's plenty of people out there that if they don't have the skills, or they don't have the aptitude, or if they're just not passionate about it, then they fall victim to that. And so that being said, why are you not positioning yourself to monetize it even after you exit the industry? Again, you're an independent contractor. It's not like you quit working over at the McDonald's and so you can't sell Big Macs anymore.
Or McRibs.
Or McRibs. You literally have a book of business, how big or small.
I wasn't going to even bring up McRibs. I said today, I'm not bringing up McRibs, and so this is Ryan's fault.
No,
he brought up.
He didn't say
McRib, but he said McDonald's.
I said Big Mac.
He said
that's
McDonald's.
all you think about.
This is all.
That's all he thinks about, though.
You still have a position in the real estate space, whether you like it or not. And so some people are still going to consider you someone of influence. So why aren't you keeping a hold of your license or somehow monetizing it? I know for us, we're happy to buy out a book of business. We're happy to partner up with some people that that they just don't want to do this, and we have plenty of clients that have turned into fellow licensees that we consistently do business with.
So here's the strategy that I'm thinking. So if you are listening to the show, and even if you've thought about getting a real estate license but don't want to sell real estate but want to earn referral fees, I want you to pay attention. The reason I tell agents to not let their license go, because the moment that you let your license go, you cannot collect a referral fee. And then if you let the 12 months expire and want to get back into the game, you got to go through the whole process of doing the real estate school and the classes and things like that. So the program that we have, if you're just thinking about, hey, I don't want to pay my dues, and I'm thinking about letting my license go and I don't know what to do, we have an ambassador program. And what you can do is, if you transfer your license over to this brokerage that we work with through our ambassador program, you can hang your license over there. but you can't use your license. You can't go show homes. You can't talk real estate. You don't have to pay board dues. You don't have to pay MLS dues. You don't have to pay anything outside of continual education. We train you how to have these real estate wealth management conversations. We train you to have these deeper real estate conversations. You send them as an ambassador, you send them to us. We close them, and you get paid a referral fee. So it's ludicrous to just let your license go. And you do it enough, and you survive the market. And we've trained you to have these real estate conversations. You know how easy it is then to now pick up your license up again and move it back over to
more production side.
more production side, and you're ready to go. But we have a lot of people that do have a book of business, have some referrals, have a great sphere of influence, have some past clients. Don't leave it on the table. There is light at the end of the tunnel.
And I would say, even if you're not local to the Arizona, because our brokerage is only specific to Arizona, but if you're an agent that's struggling or just looking to exit for whatever that reason is, and you're in any of the states, keep your license active. We can still pay you a referral fee. We can still monetize that license even if you aren't actively practicing. All you have to do is just have an active license, and all that is whatever your local boards are, and whatever your local brokerage that you've had your license hung at. That's all you have to do, and then you have somebody that's moving to the greater Arizona, or if you're greater Phoenix or Arizona at all, send them on over, and once they close, we're gonna cut you a nice fat check.
Or we can also, if you're in another state, advise you of what type of brokerage that you're looking for that would be conducive to this program. But either way, if you'd like to learn more about our ambassador program, if you can spell it, I'm not sure Ryan can, but if you can spell it, text the word ambassador to 623AZ Recon.
I'm gonna put you in the spotlight, buddy. How do you spell it?
AMBMCRIB.
That's what I thought.
But go ahead and text the word ambassador to 6.
Mike definitely puts the ass in ambassador.
Go ahead and text the word ambassador to 623AZ Recon. That's ambassador to 623AZ Recon. Justin, on the lending side, we had a few years there where the getting was good. I mean, everybody, all you needed was a license and a pulse to close a deal. And now that the market has slowed down, and I want to say, when I say the market has slowed down, our listeners need to know in Maricopa County, the Phoenix area, the market, the number of transactions has slowed down, but home prices are still going up. So don't just take, the market's slowing, means that the market is crashing. Home prices are still going up here. But, I mean, you've seen how tough it is out there for a lot of agents. A lot of agents that used to call you, send you deals anymore. You don't hear from them anymore, or you talk to a lot of agents that are really struggling and don't realize that there's an option out there for them.
Well, we see it all over the place. We've seen a lot of lenders close their doors, whether it's branches or just individual lenders that have closed their doors and gone off and worked somewhere else. And I get it. I mean, there was at one point 160,000 loan officers, nationwide, and when the number of transactions has gone down to maybe a tenth of what it was in 2021. This is what the market just needed to adjust to. But I mean, when it comes to agents, I feel like your guys' ambassador programs, what a great idea, because I do feel some of those slower agents are still getting hits, but they're not closing anything. Just like you were saying, you could work 80, 100 hours a week and not get paid on anything. Well, if you're struggling and you need to make house payments, things like that, you can go get another job and still keep your license hung. And then if you don't have the time to give your clients the service that you want to provide, here's your option. You can.
Just such a great point. I almost, if I didn't have a cold, I might open mouth kiss you right now. I mean, because it comes. Okay, there's a ton of agents that we know that are struggling, and they grasp the ambassadorship program, and so they reach out to an agent buddy of theirs or somebody else in their office. What are you doing? Don't.
I was just thinking about you open mouth kissing me, and I was like backing off just a touch.
Q's going to have you move closer to him
Yeah,
again.
Well, it's better than kissing a horse. You know, it's never about, Ryan, about who you like or even who you feel loyal to. It is, at the end of the day, about getting paid. If you have referrals and you are struggling to close them and you're getting another job to make ends meet, and you are looking for people, you want to look for people who can close. It doesn't do you any good to send an agent 12 referrals over a 12-month span for them to only close 0 or close a 1. It's what we do.
I feel like the other group of people that we're not lumping into this is we've had so many clients that have really embraced the fact that we can help them create generational wealth. So they've bought 4 or 5 different properties, and then they said, well, I know other people that would love to make money in real estate. Do you think that you could help them out too? And then we present this ambassador program to them, and then they've went off and gotten their license. And they've never had any inclination of ever selling real estate in their life. But now all of a sudden, because they've developed a real estate portfolio, everyone's saying, hey, what's going on here? You've bought 6 homes in the past 5-10 years, and when you were on a retirement plan of retiring in your 60s, now you're going to retire in your early 50s. I need to get on that train too. They're going out and getting their real estate licenses, and they're never selling. They never even want to sell anything. They just simply want to monetize it, and it's been an extra source of income for them. So, as we continue to talk about generational wealth, why is that not part of it? If people are bending your ear because of how successful your real estate portfolio
What a
is
great
performing,
point, man.
then why aren't you adding that feather to your hat?
Well, regardless of whether you're an agent or not, but if you are an agent and you are struggling and you're considering letting your license go, we implore you, don't let it go. Reach out to us, talk to us about our ambassador program. If you are a non-licensed person, but you feel like you have a strong sphere of influence and you can refer people over and you want to collect a check or referral fee, we'd love to also talk to you. All you got to do is text the word ambassador to 623-AZ-RECON. That's ambassador to 623-AZ-RECON.
Thank you for joining us on the Real Estate 401k Show. If you want more information on how to build wealth, click on the link or text us at 623-297-3266. That's 623-AZ-RECON.